One day, she woke up and realized the man who once fought for her wasn't fighting anymore, not because he stopped loving her, but because she gave him nothing left to fight for. But here's the thing. He didn't walk away overnight. She just didn't see the signs. Or maybe she did, and ignored them. Started with small things. The late replies, the shorter calls, the quiet dinners. Each one a silent cry she never heard. She thought he was just tired, but no, he was draining. Draining from loving someone who only noticed his presence when it was gone. He had warned her, not in words, but in the way his eyes changed, once filled with hope, now filled with exhaustion. She thought his loyalty meant forever. But even loyalty dies when it's starved too long. Then one evening, he didn't call. And for the first time, she didn't know if she should wait or let it go. A strange fear crept in, not of losing him, but of realizing she already had. Because when a good man starts pulling away, it's already too late. He's not preparing to leave, he's already gone. Just taking his heart with him quietly, one piece at a time. And she didn't even notice when the last piece left. Days turned into weeks, and the silence that once felt peaceful started to feel like punishment. She scrolled through old messages, the ones she never replied to, the ones where he said, "Take care," and she answered with one word: indifference. Now those words felt like ghosts, haunting her screen, reminding her of everything she took for granted. He wasn't perfect. No man ever is. But he showed up. Every time she fell apart, he held her together. Every time she pushed him away, he stayed. Until one day, he didn't. And that's what hurts her the most, not his absence, but the realization that he warned her quietly. Every single day, she just refused to listen. She remembers the last argument, the way he went silent, not out of anger, but out of defeat. That silence was the loudest goodbye she never recognized. Now, in her memories, his voice echoes differently. What once sounded like complaints now sound like pleas. Pleas for effort, for understanding, for love. The kind she never learned how to give. She used to think he'd never leave, that no matter how much she tested him, he'd always choose her. But love isn't a cage, and even the kindest men grow tired of bleeding quietly. He didn't walk away because he stopped caring. He walked away because she stopped noticing. And now, every night feels like a conversation with her own guilt. At first, she tried to convince herself she was fine. She posted smiles on social media, laughed louder at parties, and told her friends, "I'm doing great." But every time she said it, her voice cracked just a little. Then one night, curiosity betrayed her. She typed his name and opened his profile. He looked different, lighter, stronger, peaceful in a way he never was with her. And that's when something inside her shattered, because she realized he didn't need her to heal. He needed to leave her to heal. There was no bitterness in his eyes, no anger, just calm, the kind of calm that comes only after surviving a storm. She zoomed in on his smile, a smile she once owned, and now belonged to someone else. A woman standing beside him, laughing the way she once did. And suddenly her chest tightened, not from jealousy, but from regret. She remembered how she used to roll her eyes when he talked about his dreams, how she mocked his quiet habits, his simple love. Now, those same things made him special to someone else. She wanted to text him, to say, "I'm sorry," to say, "I see it now." But what could she possibly say to a man who already learned to live without her? He wasn't waiting anymore. He wasn't checking his phone. He wasn't looking back. And that was the real heartbreak, because she finally understood. He didn't just walk away from her. He walked toward peace. And she stayed trapped in memories that no longer belonged to her. Days turn into weeks, and weeks blur into months. Her world keeps moving, but inside, she's frozen in one moment, the moment he stopped chasing her. She replays their memories like an old film. Every laugh, every fight, every goodbye she thought was temporary. Now she understands. He didn't leave to punish her. He left to protect what little was left of himself. It's strange how silence can be louder than words. His absence taught her what his presence never could. He was her safe place, and she treated him like he'd never walk away. But he did, and when he did, the world felt different. Emptier, colder, quieter. She tries to move on, but no one feels the same. Every man she meets is compared to him. Every smile feels forced. Every connection feels shallow. Because she's not searching for love anymore. She's searching for him. And maybe that's her curse. To spend the rest of her life, understanding too late what real love felt like. He, on the other hand, doesn't look back. He doesn't speak her name. Not because he hates her, but because he's finally at peace. He found himself in the silence she left behind. And that's the difference between them. For him, it was healing. For her, it will always be regret. Because when a good man walks away, a woman never forgets. Not because he left, but because he was the one who truly stayed. Have you ever realized someone's worth only after they walked away? Be honest. Did you try to fix it, or just live with the regret? Let me know in the comments.